Have you ever wondered, what is the Bastille and what was it used for? What triggered the storming of the Bastille? Who did the storming of the Bastille? How did it happen, and what was the impact of storming the Bastille? Welcome back to the Historian channel. Today, we're going to talk about the storming the Bastille and its impact on the French Revolution. Let us begin. Let me tell you what is the Bastille in the first place. The Bastille was a medieval fortress in Paris that was used as a state prison from the 14th century to the French Revolution. It was a symbol of royal authority and oppression, and its storming on July 14, 1789, marked a turning point in the Revolution. The Bastille was originally built as a fortification to protect the city from attack. However, it was also used as a prison for political prisoners and other undesirables. The prison was notoriously overcrowded and unhealthy, and the conditions for the prisoners were often harsh. In the years leading up to the French Revolution, the Bastille became a symbol of the king's tyranny and the oppression of the people. The revolutionaries saw the Bastille as a symbol of everything that was wrong with the old order, and they were determined to destroy it. But you may ask the question why storming the Bastille started. The year is 1789. The people of France are starving and oppressed by the monarchy. On June 17, the Third Estate, which represents the common people, declares itself the National Assembly and takes the tennis court oath, vowing to remain together until they have drafted a constitution. On June 20, King Louis XVI is furious and dismisses his popular finance minister, Jacques Necker, which was the only hope for people of Paris beyond the National Assembly, the only one protector who would keep down the price of the bread. The king fired him because he wanted to negotiate with the National Assembly, which is a huge mistake by Louis XVI. As the news spread in Paris, the people poured into the streets, and it leads to protests and riots in Paris, and the King Louis XVI responds by ordering troops to concentrate around the city on July 12. How did the Bastille's storming started and how did it fall? On July 14, 1789, a mob of Parisians gathered outside the Bastille prison and demanded that the governor, Bernard Delaunay, surrender. Delaunay was a loyal supporter of King Louis XVI and the old order, and he refused to surrender. Delaunay's refusal to surrender angered the mob, and they stormed the Bastille. The mob was armed with muskets, swords, and other weapons, and they were determined to take control of the prison. The Bastille was a well-defended fortress, but the mob was overwhelming in number. After several hours of fighting, the mob succeeded in breaking through the Bastille's defenses and taking control of the prison. Once the mob had taken control of the Bastille, they captured Delaunay and the guards. Delaunay was dragged out of the Bastille and beheaded by the mob. The guards were also killed or imprisoned. The mob also released the prisoners from the Bastille. The prisoners were mostly political prisoners who had been imprisoned by the king for their opposition to the old order. The storming of the Bastille was a pivotal moment in the French Revolution. It showed the power of the people to overthrow a tyrannical government, and it inspired other revolutions around the world. The storming of the Bastille is still celebrated in France today as Bastille Day, a national holiday. What do you think about the role of storming the Bastille in the French Revolution? Do you think that King Louis XVI could avoid what happened? Let me know in the comments below. Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Historian channel for more videos about fascinating historical figures and events. Thanks for watching.